Está padre, hermano.
In 1969, the cultural landscape in America was shifting. Dennis Hopper, a man known for his unpredictable nature, took on the role of directing a groundbreaking film. This classic captured the essence of the era, with its focus on anti-heroes and countercultural themes. The upheaval in Hollywood allowed for individuals like Hopper to bring their unique visions to life on screen. The success of Bonnie and Clyde had set the stage for more unconventional storytelling, paving the way for the creation of this iconic movie. Dennis Hopper's enigmatic persona left behind a mystery surrounding his true feelings about the legacy of the film he helmed. What exactly was the grudge that he carried to his grave regarding this cinematic masterpiece? Only those closest to him may ever truly know. Combining Peter Fonda and Dennis Hopper with Terry Southern resulted in the creation of the film Easy Rider. The tagline for this classic was "A man went looking for America, and he couldn't find it anywhere." Initially titled Loners, Dennis Hopper co-wrote, directed, and starred in this Oscar-nominated biker flick about two men who rode their motorcycles from Los Angeles to New Orleans to Florida during the Vietnam War era in the 60s. Jack Nicholson also stars as a liquored-up attorney that they meet in a jail cell. Easy Rider offers a unique and iconic depiction of the counterculture movement in America during that turbulent time. The film captures the spirit of freedom, rebellion, and the search for identity in a changing world. Jack Nicholson's performance adds depth to the storyline and offers a contrasting perspective to the main characters, making Easy Rider a must-watch for fans of classic cinema. In 1969, Easy Rider was shot for well under $1 million, but went on to gross about $60 million in total release. This classic film is often referred to as a definite counterculture blockbuster. The atmosphere in 1969 was just perfect for this type of movie. If you placed this film in any other time period, it probably would not have been as successful as it was during 1969. The music in the film is simply amazing. The combination of the storyline, characters, and music resonated perfectly with the audience of that era, making it a timeless piece of cinematic history. In 1969, before Easy Rider, Hollywood was known for its upbeat films starring actors like Doris Day. This classic movie changed the landscape, challenging the typical Hollywood blockbuster formula with its rebellious themes. Audiences accustomed to movies like Pillow Talk and Beach Blanket Bingo were taken aback by this film of youth, where characters rejected the establishment and forged their own paths. Easy Rider marked a shift in cinema, introducing a raw and unapologetic take on societal norms, setting a new standard for future productions. It truly revolutionized the film industry and captured the essence of a generation seeking independence and authenticity. The film Easy Rider is known for its shocking ending. You just aren't prepared for the two main characters to perish so violently. Originally, the idea was for the two guys to be fed up with the system, make one big score, and then split. The notion was to ride off into the sunset. However, this general notion took on a whole different picture when the movie suddenly evolved into an indictment of the American redneck. The tragic and unexpected ending leaves a lasting impact on the viewer, changing the course of the story into a profound commentary on society and its complexities. Easy Rider challenges conventional narratives and leaves audiences questioning the very fabric of American culture and values. The unexpected turn of events serves as a stark reminder of the harsh realities that await those who dare to challenge the status quo. The film's ending is a powerful conclusion that will linger in the minds of viewers long after the credits roll. The decision to have these two good old boys riding in a pickup come up and end the lives of these two young motorcycle-driven explorers was just unheard of. Dennis Hopper didn't want to originally do it. Then as time went on, he kind of softened towards the idea, and I think it does make the impact of the film much greater. Instead of hiring a composer for the film, the creators of Easy Rider decided to use pre-recorded music from artists like Bob Dylan, the band, Steppenwolf, and Jimi Hendrix. Dennis Hopper, one of the filmmakers, aimed to make the movie a time capsule of that era. During editing, he listened to songs like Born to Be Wild and The Pusher on the radio. The production team had to show the movie to the bands whose music they wanted to use, and obtain licensing approval from them, paying each band $1,000. This approach added an authentic and iconic soundtrack to the film, capturing the essence of the 1960s counterculture movement. During the making of Easy Rider, there was much conflict on set. Tempers flared, fueled by extensive drug use. Dennis Hopper clashed with nearly everyone, particularly Terry Southern, whom he claimed did not contribute anything to the film except its title. However, Peter Fonda disagreed, acknowledging Southern's positive impact on the movie. The tension and disagreements behind the scenes added a layer of complexity to the creation of this classic. Jack Nicholson was involved in this classic from the very start. He felt that the whole concept of the movie was probably going to be a success, and he was right. The famous line, "We blew it," it was actually filmed after the movie had completely wrapped. Near the end of the film, Wyatt and Billy are sitting around a campfire. Wyatt, excited about how rich they are, looks into the fire and states, "You know, Billy, we blew it," foreshadowing the ending of the film. This all happened 2 weeks after they wrapped filming. They realized they didn't have the last campfire scene done, so they gathered a crew and went to the Santa Monica Mountains west of LA. They thought that if they didn't light the scene up much, you wouldn't be able to tell it was not in Florida. Hopper and Fonda once again argued about the dialogue. Many people have asked over the years what that line, "We blew it," meant, but it was never truly answered. It was just an indictment of society in general. When Henry Fonda, Peter's dad, saw the film, he just didn't understand it. He knew that his son had put all his eggs in one basket and was really worried about his career. He told him that he didn't understand where he was going with the film, and that he didn't think people would understand it. In celebration of the 50th anniversary of Easy Rider, a motorcycle tour was organized that spanned 15 days. Collaborating with Sony Pictures, the tour meticulously curated and authenticated various locations featured in the movie. Participants were guided to these unique locales where iconic scenes were originally filmed. The journey offered enthusiasts an exclusive opportunity to immerse themselves in the same landscapes and settings that had graced the screen in this classic film. With each stop along the way, riders were able to relive the essence of Easy Rider and experience firsthand the charm and nostalgia of the movie's cinematography. The tour served as a remarkable tribute to the enduring legacy of this cinematic masterpiece, allowing fans to connect with its history in a profound and engaging manner. There's been a lot of dispute over the design and the build of the 4 Harley-Davidson motorcycles, the choppers that were used in the movie Easy Rider. Some people say that they bought used motorcycles from the police department in Los Angeles and turned them into choppers. I don't think the whole truth on this will ever be known. It's said that 3 of the bikes had been stolen, and that a final one was destroyed in the film's finale, but was later restored. In 1969, the classic film Easy Rider featured a notable motorcycle sale. Actor Peter Fonda passed the bike to fellow actor Dan Haggerty. Subsequently, Haggerty sold it to collector Michael Eisenberg in October of 2014. The motorcycle fetched a staggering price of $135 million when it was sold to an anonymous buyer at auction, earning the title of the most expensive motorcycle in the world. During the making of Easy Rider, Peter Fonda and Dennis Hopper clashed over the writing credits, leading to ongoing arguments. The two also faced difficulties deciding how the money from actor Rip Torn, who left the project, would be divided between them. When Torn exited, Fonda allocated a portion of Torn's pay to the production company, and Hopper's brother-in-law, Bill Hayward, who was an associate producer on the film. This move left Hopper feeling cheated by Fonda, causing lingering tension between them. While Fonda maintained he treated Hopper fairly and respected his contribution to the film, Hopper saw things differently and harbored a grudge until his passing in 2010. Peter Fonda knew that he was dying, and he tried desperately to see Dennis and to make amends with him. He was refused every time. When Dennis Hopper died, Peter Fonda rented a private jet and flew to the chapel to pay his respects to Dennis and his family, but he was not allowed in, and he couldn't be a part of it. Released in 1969, the movie Easy Rider is actually a plea for acceptance and peace from its counterculture subjects to the rest of the United States. It's not a pro-drugs movie, nor is it a pro-motorcycle movie. Instead, this classic film is a product of its time, serving as a cynical indictment of the resentment between cultures of that specific era. Easy Rider is definitely an unconventional classic that delves into the complexities of societal divides and the search for understanding. Its themes of alienation and rebellion resonate with audiences, making it a pivotal piece of American cinema history. The film challenges viewers to reflect on the societal tensions that existed during the late 1960s, urging for unity and empathy in the face of division. Through its bold and thought-provoking narrative, Easy Rider remains a timeless exploration of counterculture and the pursuit of freedom. Easy Rider is a movie from 1969 that follows 2 bikers, Wyatt and Billy, as they travel across the American Southwest and south to New Orleans. They encounter various people and situations that challenge societal norms. The film captures the spirit of the 1960s counterculture movement. Wyatt and Billy navigate through landscapes and meet unconventional characters, exploring themes of freedom, identity, and rebellion. Easy Rider received critical acclaim for its innovative filmmaking and representation of the era. It won awards for its screenplay and soundtrack, becoming a cultural milestone of the time. The casting for the 1969 movie Easy Rider involved a detailed selection process for each key actor. For the role of Wyatt, Peter Fonda was chosen due to his previous work in the industry and his family background. Dennis Hopper, who played Billy, was selected for his edgy persona and acting talent. Jack Nicholson's audition for the role of George was so impressive that he was immediately cast, showcasing his natural chemistry with the rest of the cast. These pivotal moments defined the casting choices for Easy Rider, creating a dynamic and iconic trio that would define the film. Peter Fonda, the director of the 1969 movie Easy Rider, had a clear vision for the film. He drew inspiration from the counterculture movement of the 1960s, aiming to capture the spirit of rebellion and freedom that defined that era. Fonda's directorial style was experimental and unorthodox, using handheld cameras and unconventional editing techniques to create a sense of authenticity and immediacy. Fonda collaborated closely with the cast and crew, often improvising scenes on the spot to capture genuine reactions and emotions. He encouraged his actors, including Dennis Hopper and Jack Nicholson, to bring their own experiences and perspectives to their roles, resulting in performances that felt raw and spontaneous. Overall, Fonda's directorial approach to Easy Rider was one of creative freedom and collaboration, allowing the film to become a groundbreaking work that reflected the turbulent times in which it was made. During the production of the 1969 movie Easy Rider, the set design was crucial in creating the counterculture vibe of the film. The locations chosen, such as the American Southwest and the Deep South, added to the authenticity of the journey. Logistical challenges arose due to the guerrilla-style filming, often done without permits. Additionally, filming on real highways presented safety issues. Innovative techniques included using real people in towns along the route to act in the film, giving it a documentary-like feel. The film also utilized handheld cameras to capture the freedom and spontaneity of the characters' road trip. These techniques helped achieve the raw, gritty look and feel that defined Easy Rider. The musical score and soundtrack of the 1969 movie Easy Rider were integral to enhancing its narrative and emotional impact. Composers like Peter Fonda and Dennis Hopper, who also starred in the film, worked closely with iconic musicians such as the Byrds, Jimi Hendrix, and Bob Dylan to create a soundtrack that reflected the counterculture spirit of the era. The songs selected, like Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf and The Pusher by Hoyt Axton, captured the rebellious, free-spirited essence of the film's characters as they embarked on their motorcycle journey. The music not only complemented the visual storytelling, but also served as a powerful commentary on the societal issues of the time, amplifying the film's themes of freedom, individuality, and disillusionment. Through the evocative sounds of rock and folk music, the Easy Rider soundtrack became a defining element of the film, resonating with audiences long after its release. One iconic scene in Easy Rider is the campfire discussion where the characters of Wyatt and Billy talk about freedom and the American dream. This scene is impactful due to the raw performances by actors Dennis Hopper and Peter Fonda. The naturalistic direction by Hopper adds a layer of authenticity to the dialogue, making the audience connect with the characters' ideals. The cinematography captures the vastness of the American landscape, emphasizing the characters' search for freedom. Filmmaker Dennis Hopper described this scene as a pivotal moment in the film, showcasing the contrast between the characters' idealistic dreams and the harsh reality they face. Actor Peter Fonda praised the depth of the scene, highlighting how it encapsulates the essence of the film's thematic elements. Another memorable moment is the motorcycle journey sequences set to the iconic soundtrack. Director of photography Laszlo Kovacs used innovative camera techniques to capture the essence of freedom and rebellion as the characters ride through stunning landscapes. The dynamic camera work immerses the audience in the characters' sense of liberation, creating a visual experience that complements the film's themes. Actor Dennis Hopper, who also co-wrote and directed the film, emphasized the importance of these sequences in conveying the characters' quest for freedom and the counterculture movement of the 1960s. These scenes from Easy Rider have left a lasting impact on audiences, inspiring generations of filmmakers and viewers with their exploration of freedom, rebellion, and the American spirit. The 1969 movie Easy Rider had a significant cultural and social impact. It resonated with audiences by portraying the counterculture movement of the 1960s and the search for freedom and self-discovery. The film influenced pop culture through its innovative filmmaking techniques and iconic soundtrack, which included popular rock songs of the time. Easy Rider contributed to discussions on relevant social themes such as freedom, rebellion against authority, and the search for meaning in a changing society. Its depiction of the open road as a symbol of freedom and the clash between the old and new generations struck a chord with viewers, making it a cult classic that continues to be relevant today. Released in 1969, Easy Rider received mixed critical reception upon its debut. Some reviews praised its groundbreaking approach to filmmaking, highlighting the realistic portrayal of counterculture themes and the iconic performances by Dennis Hopper and Peter Fonda. Audience reactions were split, with younger viewers embracing the film's rebellious spirit, while older generations found it controversial and challenging. Despite the divided opinions, Easy Rider went on to receive 2 Academy Award nominations for Best Original Screenplay and Best Supporting Actor for Jack Nicholson. These accolades marked a significant recognition of the film's impact on the industry and its cultural significance. Winning the Best Original Screenplay Award at the Cannes Film Festival further solidified its status as a trailblazing work of cinema. For those involved in the film, these awards and nominations represented validation for their bold artistic choices and risk-taking storytelling. It opened doors for the filmmakers and actors, establishing them as visionary talents in a changing Hollywood landscape. The success of Easy Rider shaped the future of independent cinema and inspired a new generation of filmmakers to push boundaries and challenge conventions in storytelling. During the filming of Easy Rider, the cast and crew faced numerous challenges. One memorable moment was when Dennis Hopper, who not only starred in the film but also directed it, clashed with his co-star, Peter Fonda, over creative differences. Despite their disagreements, the film went on to become a cult classic. Another interesting tidbit is that much of the dialogue in the movie was improvised, giving it a raw and authentic feel. Additionally, the iconic soundtrack featuring music from artists like the Byrds and Jimi Hendrix added to the film's rebellious spirit. Overall, the making of Easy Rider was a turbulent, yet ultimately successful endeavor that left a lasting impact on American cinema. Easy Rider, a 1969 movie, holds a significant place in film history. It broke barriers with its innovative storytelling and cinematography. This film's impact on future filmmaking was profound, influencing a new generation of directors to experiment with unconventional narratives and styles. Easy Rider inspired a wave of independent cinema that prioritized authenticity and artistic freedom over traditional studio conventions. Its lasting legacy can be seen in the rebellious spirit and countercultural themes that continue to shape contemporary cinema. Are you a fan of the 1969 movie Easy Rider? Share your experiences and memories with us. How did the film impact you personally? Did it change your perspective on cinema? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe for more cinematic exploration.